Hello, everyone. Welcome to the sixth episode of the DAGG Podcast. Today, I am joined with my good friend and fellow Anthem member, Mr. KnightSky. Sky, please introduce yourself.
What's going on, everyone? My name is KnightSky. I am a content creator. I say that because I don't really make videos, but that's a lie. That's going to change this year, I promise. But I stream. I mainly stream on Twitch. I do a lot of Nintendo games, PC stuff. But overall, I just love gaming. I love internet culture. And honestly, I just love interacting with people. And of course, when my good boy DAGG here had called me up to be on the podcast, I said, you know what? I'll be there. I will answer the call. So here we are. So honored to be on. Thank you for having me on, man.
Of course. And funny enough, this isn't our first time being in a podcast together. Of course, we've been together in the Anthem podcast and on your very own Skycast a few years ago. Very honored. One of the first podcasts I've ever been on. Were we together in the Dream Team podcast all those years
We
back?
were, because I remember that's where I first met you, was obviously this through that big tournament. And then they're like, yeah, let's just do a podcast for it. And that was, I mean, I don't think I could get it. I didn't get a single word out the entire time.
We only did 2 episodes. It was such a long time ago. It's very funny. But anyways,
yeah.
During this episode, we're going to be touching on 3 main themes. We're going to talk about all the major releases that happened during 2025, because now we're in 2026. It's a brand new year, a brand new age, a brand new Nintendo era. So we're going to touch on the first titles released all the way back in 2025. That means 8 days ago. And also touch on the Nintendo Switch 2 editions of some of the Nintendo's most popular games. And also we're going to talk about the games coming out during this year, 2026. So let's start with the first game on our list, Mario Kart World.
Oh boy.
Personally,
it's a big one.
It's a big one. It's a big one. If I had to rank the Mario Kart games, Mario Kart World is on the top 3. However, it is far from being. It's not one. I think Mario Kart 8 did so much, especially Deluxe. I'm talking about Mario Kart Deluxe with the booster course pass. It brought so many tracks to the table. It is the definitive Mario Kart game. And when we talk about Mario Kart World, sure, the open world was such an ambitious idea that could work. However, I think some of Nintendo games recently have been suffering of being open world, but in an empty open world. And I believe Mario Kart World suffers from this. What are your thoughts?
You know, that's a very good point. We've been noticing, at least since, probably even like Switch 1 era, how a lot of the games that they're trying to do open world with, like they can work depending on like whose game it is. Like, let's say Mario works, Donkey Kong works, Zelda works,
Yes,
Pokemon. But like Mario Kart as a whole, at the end of the day, it's a racing game. That's what it is. Yes. You could say it's a family game, you know, it's a party game, but it is a racing game. And the unfortunate side is that racing games are just really hard to make. I wouldn't say they're interesting enough. Like, they're really hard to like add more in, because besides racing, what else can you really do? And you know, they have stuff like time trials and battles, and racing like online, and even like we'll get to the single player for a little bit. The single player, which is just the free roam, which we'll talk about that. But yeah, I think I definitely I wouldn't even put World in top 3. I think for me, my favorite though, I think, or at least my favorite of all time, has to be Mario Kart Wii. Not just saying that. Not just saying that.
Legendary game.
Not just saying that because it's the one I played the most, but I played all of them. I think I've played more of 8 Deluxe, I feel like, than anything else. Which I love that game too. Don't get me wrong, Deluxe especially. But yeah, Mario Kart World, after playing it for so long, like it just felt repetitive. And you know, if you're hearing this, you're thinking like, of course it's repetitive. It's a racing game. But when you don't have, or when you have, I guess you could say, more freedom to do stuff in a game, and it doesn't really give you like, hey, like you could do a lot of things here, or you could just explore, then
Mhm.
that's kind of, I feel like, where you start to be like, okay, well, I really don't have to keep playing this. I can only come back every once in a while if like a friend wants to
Yes.
race or for a stream, like I do sometimes. But yeah, I mean, for the first game on the Switch 2, I think it's a solid title. Like it makes
It's a
sense
solid
for it to
title. It's a
be.
solid start. I mean, Mario Kart
Yeah.
8 was the best selling game on
Mm-hmm.
the Nintendo Switch. So of course, having Mario Kart World being the launch title is going to increase sales. We've been having Mario Kart 8 for more than 10 years since it
Yeah.
released on the
Yeah.
Wii U. We've had it all during the entire Nintendo Switch lifespan, and it was time for a change. It was time for a change. However, the change, look, my biggest, I don't know, the biggest, my biggest issue with Mario Kart World is not the open world itself, because it is a nice idea. It is a really cool
Mm-hmm.
idea. It could have been done way better. However, it's fine. It's okay. My biggest grip with the game is that there is, oh my god, my alarm mode that I just got just went out. Okay, that's crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but oh my, that really
I
surprised
hear it
me.
a little bit. Yeah, that's
You can
cool.
hear it a little bit. Okay, that was a
Mm-hmm.
big surprise. Christmas gift. Thank you to my parents.
Nice. Merry Christmas.
Uh,
At least I'm not.
anyways, my biggest issue with the game is not having the option to have a three laps mode. You know, every
Yeah, unless it's
single
traditional
race
race. Yeah.
has intermission courses, and just having the option to have like a traditional Mario Kart game, I think it would have bumped the rating personally for Mario Kart World. But by restricting that access, the intermission courses, honestly, after a while, after the first week and a half, they are boring. Personally, I don't
Mm-hmm.
enjoy them. It's just chaos, and sometimes you're in first place and all of a sudden you're in last place, or vice versa, and there's really no skill. You're not adapting your playstyle, you're not learning. It's just a straight
Mm.
road. Even though they updated it, it still feels like just a straight path towards just a one lap race
Finale
at the
almost.
end.
Yeah.
Yeah, the finale.
I
And
I was gonna
it
say too, for like the idea of it like not being traditional, like 3 laps, and I think, I mean, when they showed the direct, first off, this goes back to even before release, that Mario Kart Direct did nothing for us,
yeah,
at
nothing
least
at
as far
all.
as I can remember. It really just kind of went over like what they already talked about in the
Yeah.
Switch 2 Direct, and at that point you're just like, okay, what else is there? Like, oh well, you can do this. Like, we already know that. What else can you do? So releasing soon. That's pretty much it.
Mhm.
But then like, yeah, and when they showed that like, oh, you could do the intermission courses in Grand Prix, I thought like they said you had the option to do that. I thought it was going to be like 3 laps and then you drive the next one, then three
Yeah, me
laps
too.
and then you drive the next
Me
one.
too.
But now they're like, nope, it's just one big continuous thing. And I'm just like, yeah, no,
Yeah,
that doesn't work for me.
no, not at all. It just it irritates me all the potential Nintendo could do. Like for example, Donkey Kong Bonanza came out. That we're going to talk about Donkey Kong Bonanza in a bit, but there was no DLC for Donkey Kong Bonanza. There was
Oh,
no DK
oh well,
Island.
yeah, I was gonna say yeah, the island thing, but
Yeah,
that's
no, talking about Mario Kart. Going back to Mario Kart.
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
right. Sorry.
Like, for example, in Mario Kart World, having the Donkey Kong DLC, and you have an extra, the Donkey Kong
Yes.
Island being added, and then you have Diddy Kong and K. Rool as playable characters. That would
Mm-hmm.
have been really, really cool, but there's nothing. And is there a possibility even for DLC in this game?
I think yes. It's a slim chance. They could just do what they did with an 8 Deluxe and just save it for like later, which
Mm-hmm.
we're kind of seeing that more and more with Nintendo games.
Yep.
Where they're saving something, unless otherwise explicitly said that like a game won't have DLC. Like for instance, Kirby Air Riders.
Kirby Air
We know
Riders. Yep.
that game. Sakurai said 100% this is the full game. We're not doing anything else because screw you guys. But no,
Mm-hmm.
like it was very adamant. I'm sure he's already working on the next thing. Um,
Yeah.
but for
Hopefully a
this
Kid
Mario
Icarus
Kart
game.
game, oh my god, yes. But for Mario
Yeah.
Kart, at least for Mario Kart World, I mean, what really more can you add besides customization? And that's the other thing too, real quick. I don't mean to borrow your time for it, but the other thing too, we talked about like going to like the single player stuff. We'll kind of talk about.
Yep.
the collectibles really don't make it worthwhile
No.
either.
Mm-mm.
And the fact that you have to get coins and like question block like buttons and whatever
And
and P switches,
stamps.
and you
Yeah,
get
yeah,
here you
P
go, here's a
switches.
stamp for you, buddy. Congrats.
Yeah, and I don't
Yeah.
know about you. Have you ever changed your stamp after the first week of playing?
Yes, actually, I
Yes,
won't lie to
okay,
you, I
you
have.
have.
Because I'll tell you what, some of the designs are really well done, and
Yeah.
this reminds me, I gotta send you this video later. There's a whole video talking about the graphic design of Mario Kart World, and it's talking about
Oh,
like all the different like companies, because you see like there's like Bowser Oil,
yeah.
Wario, like construction or something. There's like a
Yes,
whole
yes.
video about that and showing the design. I thought it was really cool. So
Oh,
that's cool.
interesting.
I love the
Yeah.
design of like each stuff, but as collectibles, no.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. Like, for example, for me personally, as soon as I unlocked all the Mexican inspired stamps, I just stay with
Hmm.
them. I didn't change them. I just
Yeah.
stayed with them, and that has been my stamp ever since the first week of the game's releases. But yeah, single player is boring after a while. It's just for short play sessions, and I
Hmm.
honestly don't think, hey, I want to play Mario Kart World right now. I prefer going to all my other single player games. Or recently, my brother and I started playing more Mario Kart, and we are going back to it. Like
Yeah,
we
if
are
you play
just,
with people, then yeah, 100% worthwhile. But if you're just single player, nah, you're
yeah,
gonna get
no,
bored very quickly.
yeah. But anyways, moving on to the next game, drag. No, not drag, not yet. The Nintendo Switch Welcome Tour.
Oh, so I did not buy this one. There's a couple
Okay,
actually. You'd be
good.
surprised. There's a
I
couple of
haven't.
games that are gonna be on this list that I did not
Hmm.
buy.
Oh, me too.
This
Don't
one.
worry.
All right, if you want to start off, go ahead because I have a couple things I want to say about it.
Yeah. This should have been free. I
Yes,
haven't. I
yes.
didn't buy it. I am not going to buy it. This needs to be a free game, a free demo. And besides, if you want to have the full experience, you need to buy the Pro controller,
That's
and you
right.
need to get the camera as well,
And a 4K TV.
and a 4K TV if you want to fully experience this game.
Hmm.
So for it not being free, and besides expecting you on getting more stuff, the complete Nintendo Switch 2 experience kit,
Hmm.
it, I that really bothers me. I think Nintendo right now is in a really strange place. They are more looking for more money other than consumers, because during the Wii U era, it was all about survival. They needed to
Yeah,
survive, they
they
needed to
need
get
it.
out, they were more connected to the customer, right? And right now, during this era, they are probably at their best time ever since the Wii. They
Hmm.
are doing amazing. So they're like, okay, we don't need your support anymore. You're just going to keep buying our stuff. So we're going to continue selling you stuff that should actually be free. It's a demo. You're buying a demo for what, $10, $20? I think it was
I'd
10.
say about probably. I want to say
Yeah.
that's right around the price range. I can look that up real
Hmm.
quick. But yeah, like that's um I mean, I'll be honest, I'm also the kind of sucker that I bought what's it called? 1-2 Switch when it came out on the
Me
Switch
too.
1.
Me too.
Which but that's the thing. But like that's a party game. That's
That's a
like
party
something.
game. That's a game that I
Yeah.
played it several times with my
Hmm.
friends. Like I
When I
invite them
like
over.
introduced like when I first had my Switch and like I first
Yeah.
got it, like obviously I got Zelda. That's the single player, but if like let's say my brother wanted to play, or if I was at school and if people want to say, hey, like you got the Switch, kind of what's it all about? I think that's like the perfect tech demo-y game to show it
Yes.
off. So if you have the Switch 2, like, all right, what's the difference? Like, here you go, play play Welcome Tour, and you're just
Yeah.
going
Like
through a museum. Yeah, that's gonna do well when you're introducing it to people.
yeah. No. Like
Yeah.
that's the difference. Like One to Switch is a party game. It's a game that you can just pop in. Everyone understands in less than 30 seconds
Hmm.
what you need to do, how the game works. In this case, you're just looking at, oh, these are the specs of that Nintendo Switch 2. And this is how, I don't know, the microphone works in the Nintendo Switch 2. No one's
Hmm.
interested in that. Like, of course, Nintendo Switch users are interested, but that's
But
why it should
they
be
don't want
free.
to pay to
But
find
they
out
don't
how
want to
about it.
pay for their brand new console just to get a tour of their brand new console,
Hmm.
especially when there are YouTube videos that
Hmm.
pretty much summarize everything.
Ooh, you know what I noticed that too? You ever realize that since the Switch 1, or at least I probably even say the Wii U, we have not had like a user manual at all, like
Oh, I
included
haven't
in the
taken notice.
console box. They're all quote unquote digital, but I mean back gone are the days where you could just open it up and you can see, and you would find information like that, like, oh,
Hmm.
this is how the microphone works, this is how you would hook it
Yeah,
up to the console, this is what it could do. And so obviously you're right, Nintendo's at a point where they can just monetize anything, and they know their fans will buy it,
yeah,
which unfortunately that's led to this like the biggest discourse of like, oh, Nintendo fans will just buy anything, um which I am not that person, because you don't see me buying every single Switch 2 game. One, because I basically can't afford every single game at this rate,
hmm, yeah.
but
It's
two is
crazy.
like, I only, at least in my point, like you see there's like a pile of Wii games behind me, Wii and Wii U games. I only collect, at least for me, I collect stuff that I find interesting,
Yes.
and that like I enjoy, like, so it could be series or just nostalgic stuff, but that doesn't mean that I will buy every single thing that Nintendo throws out, because one, yeah, I can't afford everything, and two, some stuff is just stupid. Like I don't want to buy Welcome Tour, not at all.
Yeah. No. Just okay. I'm glad we agree. Welcome Tour, useless. Moving on to the next
Yes.
game. Uh, I'm going to skip a game because I already said the title.
Mm-hmm.
Drag X Drive, a wheelchair basketball style game that
Mm-hmm.
is meant to promote and showcase the Nintendo Switch 2. So, like another demo, another ARMS. I want to start off here saying the idea is cool. I'm really happy that this is an inclusive game.
Yes.
That really makes me really happy. I'm very glad that this game exists. However, there's no way you can play it with a regular controller.
It has
How
to
you
be
play it,
Joy-Cons, right?
you have to play it with the Joy-Cons in mouse control.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen people try it out. I've seen people try to play it, and after 5 minutes of just going back, no, well, forwards and back, forwards and back, forwards and
Mm-hmm.
back, it's just really tiring, and the game looks pale as well. It looks boring.
Mm.
Everything is gray. Nintendo is known for their colors, their aesthetic, their bright characters, and this is just gray. Even Metroid, which is a gritty, dark game, is full of color and life compared to Drag X Stripe.
Yes, I would agree. I think, well, for starters, I'm sure you probably felt the same way when they revealed Drag X Drive, and like the showcases like of the hands of the mouse controls. I thought it was a DJ game. I was like, okay, like, oh, I could get behind this. Like, I could play, like, wouldn't
Yeah.
that be such a cool
Waka
game?
waka
Like, you could
waka.
play like
Yeah.
DJ here, and you could use the mouse, and they could use it. Like, that'd be a fun game. But I saw it, and I was like, okay, that's cool. Like, it's a basketball game, and you're right, the inclusivity of it being a wheelchair game too, I think is pretty cool.
Mhm.
Um, just, yeah, the thing is just that it's not recognizable. Like, if you showed someone that game and didn't tell them this is a Nintendo game, they'd probably think it was like something on Steam, or maybe just like an indie game or something.
Yeah.
um and yeah,
Because
you're right,
Nintendo
Nintendo.
made this.
Yes, yeah, this is a
Nintendo made
100%
it.
Nintendo
Yeah.
backed game, and it just lacks the color. If you compare that with ARMS, like, you can 100% see the difference. ARMS is flashy, it's got personality, each character is different,
The
it's,
music is
I honestly say,
amazing.
more replayable.
Yeah. But
Hmm.
yeah, Drag
So
X Stripe,
it's
it just
whatever, man.
isn't. It's tiring because with arms, yes, you get tired punching one, two towards the screen, but it is fun. You can see actual movement. I haven't actually played Drag X Stripe, but I've seen so many videos of so many different creators saying it is not
Hmm.
worth your time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
I
So
Yeah, that's all. I mean, that's all I can really say about it, to be honest. Too, it's just,
if you got a Nintendo Switch during Christmas and you're thinking of buying Drag X Stripe, don't buy it. Really, it's not worth it. What you should spend your money on is what I personally think it's one of the best games on the console, Donkey Kong Bananza.
now we're talking. There
Oh
we go.
my god. Look, I am the number one Super Mario Odyssey defender. I don't know why the game has gotten so much hate during the last
Odyssey?
couple of, yeah, Odyssey. I've been seeing hate on Odyssey
For
for the last,
what? There's no way.
I've been seeing hate saying, oh, it's no galaxy. Oh, it's just repetitive
Bro, no
missions. Oh,
way.
the
No
moons are not really
way.
hidden. It's bullshit stuff like that.
Hmm.
I absolutely love that game. I own the first copy ever sold in Mexico. There's a full video on that. But
Watch it
I
here.
absolutely actually, if you're watching on YouTube, it will be linked down below. And if you're hearing on
Boom.
Spotify, head over to YouTube, to my channel. You will see it there. But I absolutely adore that game. It is on my top 5 games of all time. It is absolutely a masterpiece for me. One of the games I've enjoyed the most. I am a core Zelda fan. I enjoy Super Mario Odyssey more than The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Like, no,
Ooh.
yeah, I am a huge
Damn.
Super Mario
I don't think I
Odyssey.
knew that.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
am. When the Game Awards arrived, I was actually cheering on for Super Mario Odyssey. Uh,
Mm.
I love Zelda. I mean, for me, Super Mario Odyssey is like a 99 and Zelda is a 98.9. Like, they are up there,
They're
right?
like right
But I
there, yeah.
slightly prefer Super Mario Odyssey. So when Donkey Kong Bonanza, made by the exact same team, uh, came out with amazing controls, a really fun story, and a really fun gameplay loop mechanic that had me hooked to the game, it, I knew instantly that that was going to be my favorite game of the year. And in fact, it was my favorite game of the year. Having all the music, all the different levels, even though I have an issue with the levels themselves. I mean, they are not
Mm.
recognizable. I can remember every single kingdom from Super Mario Odyssey. I cannot remember every single layer from Donkey Kong Bonanza. Like, that's impossible for me. They all mesh into this big pile of
Mm.
layers, right? I mean, there
That's
are a
pretty
few
much what
that
they
I
are,
remember,
yeah.
but yeah, like the disco one, the hamburger one, those are great, but I forget. I don't know. I cannot remember those, for
I
example.
think it's also going to like in at least in Odyssey, each kingdom is so vastly different from each other.
Yeah.
Because like for instance, like you have one where it's like, oh, you're oh, crap, what am I thinking of? It's like the Steam Gardens one. Like it's like
Yeah.
kind of like
Oh.
like it's a jungle, but it's also like or a forest, but there's also like these big steel structures, and the music's
Hmm.
great. But then you go to like the beach one where like you're just kind of bubbling, where you're just kind of sitting on the side there. But then you go that into the I forget what the one called the Dark Kingdom, where there's the big dragon.
Yeah. Oh,
So
that's
like
really cool.
they're so vastly
You go to
different. But
Mexico,
then
get a margarita. It's great.
yes, exactly. You get a margarita while you're out there. Then a
Yeah,
little
looking forward
samba
for
while you're
that
at it.
in Super Mario Galaxy movie. Yeah, like, I'm really looking
Ooh,
forward to
perfect.
that.
It's
But
gonna
yeah,
be peak.
go ahead.
But like, yeah, have that, and then you go to Donkey Kong. I'm not saying like this is like a negative thing for Donkey Kong, but
Mm-mm.
like each layer feels like a Donkey Kong thing. Whereas with Odyssey, like it was so vastly different that like it was a strange thing to see Mario in that environment. Whereas Donkey Kong, like you still see some of the similar characters, animal characters. You'll see the
Yeah,
what are they called again? The not the are
the
they like
rocks.
prisms?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the rocks
prism
thing.
rocks.
Prism.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you'll see them too, which by the way, it looked very Banjo Kazooie-esque. I thought was pretty
Oh yeah,
cool. I thought it
100%.
was very, very cool. Um,
Hmm.
but I agree with you. I think so a little bit of a confession, mini confession. I have not yet beat Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Do you know what happens in the
I
game?
do. I do know what
Okay,
I do
okay.
kind of know I know like a big part because I've seen it 3 times already.
Hmm.
I saw it like once, like when the game came out, and I was just like, ah, damn it.
Oh,
But
damn, you got
then
spoiled.
like at that point, like Nintendo, like when they revealed the island thing, I'm like, oh yeah, they're just spoiling it because they don't care what people think right now.
Yeah.
Um, but like, I mean, still really cool. And I've enjoyed my playthrough of it. I do need to continue playing it. That is for sure. Only
Where
reason
are
I
you in the
stopped,
game? Like,
what did I just get to?
which
I
layer?
just got
Oh,
the
the
snake
snake.
barrel.
Okay. Yeah, really
So I think
cool.
I'm pretty close.
Yeah,
Well, not
you're
pretty
really
close, but like
close.
close.
That's
Okay.
like the last Bonanza Power. Talking about Bonanza Powers,
Yes,
man, those are fun.
they
Like,
are.
oh, I personally do not like the snake one, for example, or the ostrich
Hmm.
one, but the zebra, the elephant, and the gorilla are so much fun, especially when you fully upgrade the elephant and you
Hmm.
clear out entire layers. That's really, really, really fun. I have a 99%
Ooh, that's good for replayability
completion.
too.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I have a 99% completion of the game, only missing the final challenge, Bananas, which, if you know, you know, but those two challenges, I haven't been able to beat them. But
Hmm.
I got everything else. It is such a joy, so much fun. And the Bananza themes also, like I have them on my Nintendo Music app. They are
Mm.
just incredible. Holy shit.
I'm surprised they didn't put it the music for Donkey Kong like best soundtrack or whatever for the Game Awards because
I was
they
surprised
had
as well. I was
yeah they had
surprised as
one of the
well.
songs be performed for Game of the Year. So I don't know what I
Yeah.
don't know what the
And
categorization is there, but
yeah, and
I was
I
gonna
mean,
say too for the oh what was it the oh was it the animal power ups or no just the Bananza power ups in general.
mhm,
I think it's really cool that like each one is unique. It's based on the animal too,
yes.
and there's something else you can upgrade them. The first time I
Mhm.
saw that you can actually use motion controls to actually summon the
Yeah.
power. I tried it. I was just like, my chest. I think I did it like way too hard because I was literally hitting the Joy-Con on my chest. I was like, So, but no, that's a cool way to use motion controls for that.
hmm Oh, there's this Mexican content creator called JB
Hmm.
who did the entire game dressed up as Donkey Kong and using motion controls. So every time he
Ooh,
used the Bananza powers, he was dressed up as Donkey Kong going. "Rah!" It was awesome. That was really fun.
nice. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
So I really do recommend you beating Donkey Kong Bonanza. A really fun game. The song that was played during the Game Awards, you're going to listen to it at the end of the game. One of
Hmm.
pretty beautiful song overall. I really like it. Uh, but staying with Donkey Kong is a friend of Mario, and that's our next topic, which wasn't released for the Nintendo Switch 2, but well, it was released for the Nintendo Switch 2 technically, but
Hmm.
we have Super Mario Galaxy plus Super Mario Galaxy 2 released already when the Nintendo Switch 2 was out. For some reason on the Nintendo Switch 1, but still playable on the Nintendo Switch 2, which is it was a weird move from
Yeah.
Nintendo. But Super Mario Galaxy 1 plus Super Mario Galaxy 2, your thoughts?
So I also don't have this one, but only because because here's the thing, I already have Galaxy on the Switch technically because of the 3D All Stars.
Mm-hmm.
So and also if they ever do like a let's say a Nintendo Switch Online, they'll probably put it on there as well. But the
Mm-hmm.
thing is, waiting to buy Galaxy 2 like right before the movie comes out, just because I want to have like
Ooh,
a fresh replay in my
fresh.
mind.
Yeah.
So I could be like, okay, this like I know what's going on, then I go right into the movie. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's cool. I think it's cool because obviously, like you kind of alluded to it before, but I had no idea people were comparing, like saying Odyssey was trash compared to Galaxy.
Yeah,
I had no
some
idea that was
people
going
are.
on. That's
Mm-hmm.
wild. But obviously, Galaxy is like game changer for Mario. Not like no pun intended, but game changer for Mario. 3D Mario especially because of just
Mm-hmm.
how the music, orchestral music, by the way, just fits Mario so perfectly. The
Mm-hmm.
levels, I wouldn't even say really not really the story, so to speak, but it's just like the overall like feeling of the game.
Yeah.
Makes total sense why they bring it to Switch 2. And hopefully, you start to see that a bit of a trend as well. It can bring some more because when we saw the Switch One, some Wii U games were getting ported over. Now, because you have a more powerful console, maybe you could just start bringing in collections of games, like not just Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. You could do, let's say, I know at some
Twilight
point maybe they'll do
Princess
the
and Wind Waker.
exactly, yeah, do
Yeah.
some Zeldas for Metroid. Maybe we had the Prime trilogy over as well, besides Prime remastered,
Mm-hmm.
or even like maybe Star Fox at some point.
Yeah.
Just like stuff that like like has done well in the past. Why not show it to a brand new audience? Because there are probably kids out there who never played Mario Galaxy a day in their life, and this is the best way for them to experience it.
Yeah. Exactly. I have another confession to make. I have never played Super Mario Galaxy 2. I
Ooh,
own the
you know
game.
what? That's okay. I
I
feel like that's okay. Yeah.
Okay, I have owned it since I was a kid.
Hmm.
I
Oh, you
remember
have it. Okay.
have it. I have it on the Wii and I have it on the Nintendo Switch, too as well.
Hmm.
Uh, but as a kid, I never finished the first
Mm.
game. I was stuck always on the first like world. I really like going to the B levels and just the beehive and just
Oh yeah,
explore
yeah.
the beehive. But
Hmm.
I didn't really explore more of it. I always stayed in that very first galaxy. So when 3D All Stars came out, I experienced the entire Super Mario Galaxy game, like all the levels. And
Nice.
then when 1+2 came out, I also replayed Galaxy 1, amazing game. And I was about to start Super Mario Galaxy 2, and then Hyrule Warriors came out.
Yep.
And then after Hyrule Warriors, we had Kirby Air Riders. And then we got Metroid Prime 4. So that game really was left behind. Yeah, I had no time. But right now, I'm trying to finish my backlog. That was my most recent video. And I'm trying to go back to Super Mario Galaxy 2 and actually play it for the first time. So I'm excited.
Yeah, that's awesome. Because I mean, at least for me, my backlog is also just like horrendous. Not only, besides Nintendo stuff, but also like the amount of PC games I have that I haven't really played. Even like PlayStation, there's some games I still haven't even opened, to be honest with you, or even like tried to attempt to play. But at least for Nintendo, my mindset kind of going into the Switch too. I mean, I'm sure you kind of can relate. Is it'd be cool to like buy all the new games and have them, but I don't want to have to build up that backlog now because I want to at least try to play it one at a time. So like I kind of like at one point, a game I know we'll talk about later for Pokémon Legends ZA. That's partially why I stopped playing Donkey Kong because I mean I had a couple months to really play it, but because what was that? It's July and then October. So these are a couple months like I did play a decent amount of Donkey Kong. But then like when Pokemon came out, I'm like, all right, I'm dedicating all my time to this. Like this has to take most of my time for it. But I mean, yeah, I mean, everyone has their own different like game that they know they want to sink the most time into. So for Galaxy, definitely, I know you will definitely enjoy it. It's gonna feel a bit weird going back. If you ever like go back to play Galaxy 1 after playing Galaxy 2 with Yoshi and all, you're gonna feel like it's a bit like missing something now. But I think definitely a worthwhile game.
Sweet. This one, I think we're going to rapid fire during the next two because I believe I have one game and you don't, and then you are going to have one game and I do not. These next two games. The first one being Hyrule Warriors, Age of
I do not have
Imprisonment.
it.
You do not have it. So I just make this really, really quick, really fast. It is pretty much prequel to The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, taking place 10,000 years before the game. If you play Tears of the Kingdom, you know what happens. But for me, this is the best Hyrule Warriors game there is. I have over 30 hours on the game. I pretty much completed all the missions. I'm just missing to finish upgrading some of the filler characters, which there are a lot, and I could not care less about these filler characters.
Yeah.
No, really, they suck. But the main characters are amazing. I already have several characters at, I think it was level 99 or level 100. I cannot remember the top level. Yeah, like I really, really like this game. Really, really enjoyed it. If you have played the past Hyrule Warrior games, you're going to really enjoy this one. The story is great. The characters are great. Just a pretty good game overall.
Nice. That's cool because I know. Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say I know some people like, at least with the first Hyrule Warriors game, like that one's just more of a just like it's a bunch of Zelda characters just have fun hack and slashing. But then with Age of Calamity, a lot of people are kind of pissed off about that one. But I'm glad to hear that a lot of people like enjoy Age of Imprisonment a lot more.
Yeah, really good. And something really interesting is that it's going to be the last Zelda game based on the Breath of the Wild era. So we just finished the Breath of the Wild era. We're not going to get the same character designs anytime soon. We're not going to see the same Hyrule. We're not going to see anything. So we're the next big Zelda game, which is this year is Zelda's 40th anniversary. Who knows what's going to happen? It's been 3 years since the last big game, Tears of the Kingdom. So who knows what's going to happen? But this is going to be a fresh start and a brand new Zelda.
It's been 3 years
since Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, it released in 2023. It's 2026.
What the hell? Oh my god! All right, actually, another thing though, you want to see something crazy? I realized while I was streaming before this, Mario Odyssey turns 10 years old next year. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. This is insane.
Did you know that was my first ever blog on my channel? Are you telling me that my first ever blog on YouTube is going to be 10 years old next year.
Jeez.
Wow.
Oh.
Thankfully,
I
this
know
is
that's
water.
crazy. I don't, dude. Time flies by like crazy.
Time flies by.
Mm.
Wow.
Keep going. We gotta find my charger real quick. I'm still here.
Yeah. Finishing up just with Hyrule Warriors. I have two main complaints with the game. Besides that, it's a great game. The first one is the filler characters. There are a lot of filler characters that I couldn't care less for. And the other thing that I don't like about the game isn't even on the game itself, but when you get the physical box, there is no inside art for some reason.
Oh,
So
not even like
like
a special, like a regular edition or a special edition.
no, there are
Is
no
there
special
is a
editions.
special
It's just the
edition, yeah.
game. So I just open it, and there's just blank, like
Damn,
a white
that's
page.
missed opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I was like, what the fuck? I mean, I want to see my beautiful Nintendo art in there. They like, for example, the Donkey Kong Bananza one is beautiful. But yeah. Anyways, moving on to the next game. This is your area of expertise. You already touched on it a little bit. I haven't played it, so you're going to take the floor here as you did during the Skycast and during the Anthem podcast.
The classic.
Please tell me about Pokémon Legends ZA.
Ooh, okay. Well, firstly, I'd say a lot of people, at least in our communities, they don't think, I'm sure they know, that Pokemon is one of my favorite just series ever. I started playing the card game like when I was in, oh man, kindergarten probably. I got hair in my mouth too. Ugh. But like Pokemon has been one of my favorite like go-to series ever. And I have almost every single game. I've played every game. And it's just a memorable series for me. And I think like when I talk to people who like haven't played when they were a kid, like it's hard for them to get it. And I understand because like when you're a kid, like you memorize so many things about Pokemon, the numbers, the Pokedex entries, like the typings. Like I know so much things about Pokemon that not many people might know, or well, not like people who don't know about Pokemon know. So when it came to Legends ZA, first, I think you said you were going to, you have or you will play Arceus, right?
I own Arceus.
So
I
you will
want
play
to
it.
play it. However, that's like the last game on my backlog because I know it's a huge game. It is a really big game. It's going to take a lot of time. I have never played another Pokemon game before. I mean, I have Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, didn't beat it. I have Pokemon Tournament, very different Pokemon style game. I have Pokemon Yellow, but still not what modern Pokemon is.
Yeah.
I know Legends Arceus is similar to Breath of the Wild, but with Pokemon. So
I'd say in vibes overall, yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to say it.
So I'm excited to play it, but I don't want to get into CA without first playing Arceus. And I'm going to Japan during this year, actually. So I want to get more into Pokemon before I go to Japan. Maybe that's a bad idea for my wallet. I don't know. I have to find out. But I do want to get into Pokemon, so I definitely want to start playing Arceus before going to Japan.
Yes.
So if I find out that I enjoy Pokemon, maybe I will get CA on Japan. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I mean, and going back to it, like I do think that playing Arceus before ZA is very important because it doesn't 100% tie, but both games don't like have to like, what's the word? Like they don't cross over. Like that's like it's not like it's a huge part of the story. Like there are some references, but like I feel like you would appreciate them a lot more after playing the first one, especially when some stuff gets revealed. Arceus is a great game. I absolutely loved it. I did a review on it when it came out. Oh my god, that's also 3 years ago now too. Wait, no, that's 4 years ago.
Yeah, 4 years.
Oh my god. Look, I'm gonna lose it, man.
Old.
This is crazy. But I was thinking about for a video this because I do more videos. I was thinking I'd do a ZA review, but after I finish the DLC, because from what I've heard around from people, there's a lot of like mixed feelings about it. A lot of people are pretty negative about it, which sucks because as a Pokemon fan, like I hate to see so much discourse for stuff, and some of it is like understandable.
Like
Pokemon
the
Company isn't
graphics and
necessarily,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, Pokemon Company and even just the developer, Game Freak, they aren't the greatest, like, when it comes to, like, oh, well, we could have done a lot more better on this. They're just kind of like, all right, well, whatever you have, go for it. Which, yeah, that's what can you do about that? But I will say, at least for ZA, the gameplay is great. The battle mechanic is really good, especially like, I mean, since being a long-term fan, I've done turn-based Pokemon games for since I was a kid. So going into more of like a Xenoblade type of battle style, I think that's the best way to kind of
Hmm.
describe it. It feels really weird at first, but like you get used to it, and then it makes sense because you're like, oh yeah, like a battle's supposed to be like a really like fast paced, like
Yeah.
moving thing where Pokemon are attacking left and right. And you kind of dodge it, you gotta move out of the way, use your full power, Mega Evolution, all that kind of
Hmm.
stuff. So this game really centers around Mega Evolution, which is a really key part of the story.
Hmm.
And I think that just enhances just the overall like gameplay of Pokemon. So I really
Hmm.
enjoyed that part of the game. In the N10 video we did when we talked about our
Hmm.
favorite games of the year, I mentioned how I really enjoy the characters, the playable and the non-playable characters. They're really well flushed out, design wise, personality wise. I feel like they're awesome. Music's really
I've heard the
good. So
music is
it's
yeah, the music is
yes.
really good.
There's
Yeah,
like some
I've heard that.
remixes of like the X and Y ones. Some are actually, I believe, I don't know if all of them were, but I know Insane in the Rain
Hmm.
actually did a couple of the tracks, and you can actually recognize them
Ooh,
like when you point them out. So they're really really well done. Um,
nice.
but yeah, so when you get to there, obviously enjoy Arceus because it is great storytelling and it's a really good game. But ZA, I feel like you would enjoy as well. Um, I just know a lot of people are very critical of like the idea that it really only takes place in one city. But
Hmm.
I think what they did to kind of make it more like, okay, there's a lot more to do than just, battle because you can
Yeah.
collect stuff, you can do like, fill up your Pokedex, that type of thing. That's where it excels at as well. And I definitely do have some criticisms, but I'll save that for my full review, obviously.
That you
Um,
should definitely check out. Be
yes.
sure to follow
hmm
Mr. Sky on YouTube and Twitch and all the social media that are going to be linked in the description down below.
Hell yeah. But yeah,
Hell
overall,
yeah.
great game. I think you're going to enjoy it. For the people who haven't played it or are kind of on the fence about it, I definitely say recommend buying it. Um, and you will have a good time because I feel like this game overall, like just one more thing, you use Pokemon that like you don't normally use as much. And the thing is, like if you only have you only have 6 spots for a team.
Yeah.
My entire playthrough, I was like switching out Pokemon left and right because I'm like, oh, I like this combination, or like, oh, this Pokemon like is really good in this type
Oh,
of battle. So you won't
interesting.
be stuck with just 6. Like you feel like you have to swap out like plenty of
Hmm.
times. So you'll love it.
Oh, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Very nice. And believe it or not, we only have two main games that released for the Nintendo Switch 2. Those being, well, first off, Kirby Air Riders. Have you been
Mm,
able to play it?
not yet because, and I'll tell you why. Um, to be complete honesty, like I kind of like needed a little break from racing games, which is crazy to say. But like, Mario Kart World, whatever. But after
Yeah.
playing the demo, like I enjoy it, but I definitely think you're gonna need to play it with people. Again,
Yes.
well, I mean, compared to Mario
It.
Kart World, it has a dedicated story mode, which is great because all Sakurai
Hmm.
games have great story modes. But like overall, it's hard to make a racing game like, I guess, more than what it usually is. And like I said, Sakurai did a really good job, especially
There's a
watching
lot of
those
mini
two.
games, a lot of
Oh my
really
god, yeah,
interesting
the
stuff,
two like 1+ hour
customization.
directs that we got on them. Yeah, like he
Yeah.
put his heart and soul into this because, and I'm sure this is what all people are thinking of. Like he did this so that way, or Nintendo allowed him to say quote unquote to do this so that way he could work on their big thing, which
Yeah.
could be Smash. Who knows? But he definitely put all his love and care into this one, him and his developers.
Hmm.
Um, so I've not had the chance to fully play it yet, but I would like to. And I'm very excited to because Kirby is, like I said, Kirby's also one of my favorite series of all time. You can kind of see some
There you
Kirby stuff
have
in the
Kirby.
background,
Yeah.
and that's essentially kind of the unofficial mascot of KnightSky back in the day. Is I made it very Meta Knight themed because Meta Knight
Yeah.
is my favorite gaming character ever. So yeah,
Well, that's how
definitely.
you got your name, Night Sky.
Well, that's
Night
part of it.
from.
There's a bunch that goes into how I got the name, but yes, a
Mhm.
big part of it was Meta Knight, especially because
That's
I
really
made him in
cool.
Smash Bros. Too.
Oh, bro,
And Brawl, yeah. Yep.
you bastard. Okay. Oh, don't worry, me too.
Hey, there you go, man.
Anyways, yeah. Honestly, I haven't played Kirby Air Riders either. I own it. I have it.
Good.
I'm planning on playing it like
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, like I plan on starting Kirby Air Riders tomorrow.
Nice.
However, it arrived 2 weeks late.
2 weeks, the classic.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And by the time I had the opportunity to play it, my copy of Metroid Prime 4 arrived. So I had to choose, and I already played Mario Kart World. So after thinking for like 6-7 minutes, I had to go.
Nice.
I had to go, and I chose Metroid.
Yeah,
And I
that's
don't
fair.
regret. I don't regret it. But now that I finished Metroid, and we're going to talk about Metroid in a bit, I am planning on going to Kirby Air Riders. I played the demo. I did a whole video on the demo. I had a lot of fun with the demo. I played with Nintendo Cisco and with Linkachu. It was a really,
Nice.
really great time. It was a really fun time. And it is a game that I'm sure I'm going to love. Even if it's not online, having just a dedicated campaign and playing with CPUs, that's what I used to do back in the day on the Wii U era when I didn't know how Wi-Fi actually worked and played it entirely with CPUs. Talking about Mario Kart 8. I don't know. I feel very excited on playing Kirby Air Riders. My only thing and my only fear is that, for example, when people come over or when I want to play with my girlfriend or with my brother, people usually prefer Mario Kart and they are not willing to learn what you and I learned in a 2 separate 1 hour Nintendo Directs. So it's a little more complicated, but with friends, if we ever do a N10 tournament or a Nintendo community tournament, I think it's one of the best games we can have. It looks amazing, and the music. My God, I haven't played the game, but I'm already using the music
It's
in
just
some of my
Kirby
videos.
music. You know it's
It's
gonna be
just
good.
Kirby music. Yeah.
Oof. No, that's very, very fair. I think the other because Mario Kart is very much like a beginner racing game. It doesn't take too much to figure out. You have your point A, your point B, nothing crazy. But yeah, with Air Riders, it is very technical. I wouldn't say that defers new players from playing, but like I would say you do have to put some time and effort into learning how it works because not only is and that's just what Kirby Air Riders excels at. Not only is there just racing, but there's city trial, there's the single player mode, there's like the what's it called, like the mini version of like the
Yeah.
race. I forget what it's called. But like
Like the
there's
arcade one, yeah.
yeah. There's multiple ways to race, which I think is very cool. But again, you are gonna have to learn how to do all this stuff and how to handle because you don't even like hold the stick forward. You literally just hold the button and then you have to there's like what 2 action buttons and then you just have your directional and then you have to like all
and
right,
that's
that's
it.
it. Have
Actually,
fun.
you
Yeah.
only need the B, I think. You only need
I
to use the
think.
B button and just directions. Maybe some of the shoulder ones, but yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I think
pretty
so.
much it. That's pretty much it, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But still a little challenging to learn if you don't know what you're doing.
But once you get used to it, I know it's going to be
For
crazy
sure.
fun. And the last game that came out for the Nintendo Switch 2, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Have you? Oh, hey, I saw
Nah,
you.
I
I saw you.
I don't unfortunately. I don't have it yet. That is one of the games that so like I already made a plan like when they revealed everything. The next games I do want to get because I already have Air Riders. I do want to get Metroid and then
Yes.
Galaxy 2, but that'll be like a digital.
Ooh.
Which by the way, Mario I bought the digital bundle for my first ever Switch 2. So I have Mario Kart not physical, but because it was like cheaper at the time, so I understood that. But I do have it ready to play. Everything else is physical though. So moving forward, everything else I'll buy is physical. But Metroid, will be like the next physical game I buy, and then whatever comes out this year, we'll see what happens. So no, I don't have it. But from what I've seen, especially from our good friend Cisco, he puts so much love and care into his videos about it. So he's definitely giving me like a lot of stuff to look forward to. But You just said you
Yeah.
just finished it, so I
I
want to hear what you have
just
to say.
finished it last night, and oh my god, I have some controversial takes. I
Ooh, of course.
really enjoyed the game.
Mm-hmm.
Just rapid firing here. I really like the music. I really like the
Mm-hmm.
different ecosystems, the different parts of the world. I actually enjoyed the desert. I really like the NPC
Mm.
characters. I hated the ending. Felt like Game of
Oh.
Thrones,
Mm-hmm.
but I am not going to go into detail because next week, you're going to see me next week with another DAG podcast episode with my good friend Ninten Cisco, the Metroid expert. We're coming back next week to talk about Metro Prime 4 now that we have both finished the game. So I'm going to save
Nice.
all my big opinions for that episode. And we already finished with all the Nintendo Switch 2 games. Now, there are still a couple of games that came out that are not precisely Nintendo Switch 2 brand new games, but rather
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions.
Yep.
And those are The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Have you had the chance to play these
I
games?
have. I do. I did upgrade. So I don't. Or yeah, sorry. So the games I do have, I had the chance to upgrade them because we have Nintendo Switch Online. So for those two games, I got them for free, which is very cool.
Yeah.
Um, and easily you can tell the difference. Like full 60 frames, it plays like butter. It is so like nice and smooth, looks
Mm-hmm.
great. Um, but it definitely reminds me of like, oh yeah, I already beat these games. What am I doing here?
Yeah.
Now, if I was
Like,
playing in like the challenge mode or whatever, like or like the master mode, then I
mhm.
would like enjoy the playthrough. But like for the most part, I'm like, all right, this is just cool to see. But there are other stuff too that I upgraded as well.
Yeah, like I've been planning on revisiting Breath of the Wild maybe when it turns 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I played a little bit of Tears of the Kingdom with the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, and it looks great. It plays fantastic. Why am I going back to this game? Like,
Yeah,
exactly that. Like, it's amazing to have the option, especially for new players,
yeah.
to play the game. But if you already played and finished the other games, there's really no point unless you want to do a new save file, a new try. I want to do a hard mode eventually on Breath of the Wild, and maybe that's when I will do it. Maybe on the 10-year anniversary, which is next year. Damn.
Crazy.
Damn.
Whew.
But besides this, all the
Time.
games, we also have Super Mario Party, Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 edition that includes Jamboree TV. I've heard it's crap.
Yeah, when I just did played Mario Party the other day with Litz, Radical, and Cisco. None
Oh,
of them
that's
had.
right. You did a live stream with
Yeah,
them.
that was fun. If you have Jamboree.
I do not.
Ooh, well, I definitely say don't get Jamboree TV because it's really just it only makes sense if you're in person to
Mm-hmm.
have it. I think only one person really needs it, but like Jamboree itself is really, 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 really fun. It is probably one of the best Mario parties I've played in a while. Um,
Really? Okay.
yeah.
Interesting.
So I think just the vanilla game, like you don't need a lot. You don't need to
Mm-hmm.
buy the Jamboree TV.
Well, if
Just
I'm
because
going
the
to
place can be
buy
fun.
it, better have the
That's
Jamboree.
true. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, if you want to buy like the Switch 2 edition, then by all means. Although
Yeah.
I think we said this before too, or maybe you feel the same way about it. But I refuse. Well, not refuse. I'm just being petty about it. I will not buy the Switch 2 editions of games solely because of the box art, because of how clustered it feels,
Yeah.
and because like there's that bottom text that's like right there, and the sides are a bit weird, and it's just I don't know. That's just me being petty. If
No,
it makes
yeah.
sense to buy, I will. But if otherwise, no.
Yeah, I completely understand it. That was my debate for the longest time for Metroid Prime 4. Like, the Metroid Prime 4 box art for the Nintendo Switch 2 looks ugly. It
Mm-hmm.
looks ugly, it has that text. But at the end of the day, I mean, I hate it, but I know this is only temporary. Like, starting in 2027, that problem is going to be 100% gone. Like,
Mm-hmm.
during this year, we're going to get the last Nintendo Switch 1 games. So after those, we are not going to get that ugly text on the bottom anymore.
Yeah. Well,
So,
hopefully.
no, yeah, I'm sure. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Oh
what they
yeah.
said. They said that during 2026,
Oh
we're
okay.
going, yeah,
Oh nice.
like during this year, we're going to get the last Nintendo Switch 1 games.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just Nintendo Switch 2. So
Nice.
I am
Good to know.
more relaxed. Yeah. Next up, the final Nintendo Switch 2 edition that I have is Kirby and the Forgotten Land plus Star-Crossed World. I feel like this should have been free. I didn't buy it. I
I
didn't
did
buy
not
it.
either. Yeah.
No. I mean, I finished for the Forgotten Land. Yeah, I finished it, loved it. Did the extra like the post game, loved it. Had a really good time. But paying, I think it was $20 or something like
$20
that.
extra, yeah.
$20 for something that really should have been free DLC for the ones who already owned the game, or at least had the Nintendo Switch Online membership.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I am, I am already done with the game. I already finished it. I already did all the hard bosses. I already did all that I could do. I already busted my ass defeating all the bosses. I'm not going to take that game out of the shelf just to play some extra bonus levels. I mean, the music's cool. I think there are a few new remixes over there. The new graphics are cool, like not having lag anymore and rendering distances are better. So that's really, really good. Some really good improvements, but not worth $20. If it was
Yeah.
five, maybe. If it was only $5, maybe even $6, $7. But
Yeah. Now you're pushing there a
did it
little bit.
again, did it again. But
No,
yeah,
that's a fair price point, I'd say. It's
yeah.
definitely it's gonna be weird because I remember, if you remember from the Doug Bowser interview, which by the way, Doug Bowser is no longer in charge of
He's no longer
Nintendo
in
of
charge.
America. So new era as well. But the interview where he talked about like how they would be pricing their games based on like the level that they thought was appropriate in terms of like how much time was put into it, which that could mean a lot of weird kind of connotations for some people. But like
Yeah.
at least for the Switch 2 like editions, like if you want the add-on, yeah, I don't think every single one's going to be different in terms of like what are you
Yes.
really getting from it? Because for, you get a side story for Kirby, but for Breath of the Wild, you get enhanced graphics and enhanced graphics something. Yeah,
You have
close.
that new app, Zelda
Oh
Notes
yeah, but
app,
then
and
again, you have to buy the Zelda DLC separate as well too for Breath of the Wild, and then Tears of the Kingdom got no DLC. So like, what are you really? Yeah, kind of be pick and choose what you pay for, which is why I'm glad they made it free for NSO members. But
yeah,
at the same time,
which should be the case most of the time. Like the booster course
yes,
pass was free. It was 48 new tracks. Nintendo now would have charged us like $5 per cup or something like that.
yeah, I don't even think about it.
Yeah. But anyways, now, well, just real quick, real fast, something that I want to update now that we're talking about gaming news. A few months ago, I did a video talking about how Mexico is going to add a new tax to video games, making them cost like $12 extra just for being violent. This has been completely revoked by the president.
Nice.
So yeah, like actually a lot of people did videos talking about how gaming saved hashtag El Gaming Salva. So we actually managed to reach to the senators, to everyone who's in
Nice.
power, and the president herself said that they were no longer going to tax video games. So something good, something good,
Very cool. Yeah.
a big win for the gaming community in Mexico. But now, going back to the final topic, games that are going to launch during 2026. And for some reason, the image that I printed is in Portuguese. But anyways, so first of all, we have the Nintendo Switch 2 edition or update of Animal Crossing.
Ooh, that's right. Ooh.
I am not going back to Animal Crossing, but I know
Really?
that no, yeah, I mean the Zelda stuff is cool, but Animal Crossing, I left it behind, and
Yeah.
I
It's
mean
a time
I'm
of the
good.
past.
I'm good. Like I don't have to go back, but I know a lot of people still play it to this day, and have played it for since 2020. It's been 6 years, and they are still playing the game. It is still a
It'll be
very
7 next
important
year.
game. Oh. Uh, so it's a game that's still being played by a lot of people. So I'm really happy for them, for the Animal Crossing community. Really happy that they're going to be playing this game. Well,
But
the
you're not.
update. I am not.
I think I
I'm
will though.
good. Oh, you will?
We'll see. Because I mean, my island's kind of trash at this point because I was gonna do a whole remodel plan, but then I was like, I kind of got bored. So, but like, hey, like, nothing can replicate the amount of like time and dedication and fun that we had when the game came out in 2020 because we
During the
had
pandemic. Yeah.
so much time in the world to play that game and it was so fun. But I get it, like even like if I go back, like I'll feel so guilty seeing Isabel and she'll be like, oh my god, I haven't seen you in like 2 years. I'm like, oops. But yeah, so
Sorry.
I think it'd be cool to check it out. But yeah, same thing. Like maybe I won't overstay my welcome, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't touched it in like 4 years. I mean, the amount of classes that I missed playing Animal Crossing or just like turning my
Playing
camera
during the
off and just playing Animal Crossing,
That
such
was
good
me too.
times.
Well, real quick too. I don't know if I told you this story before, but I was in like a Zoom call or something like that, or
Hmm.
whatever application it was, and I was playing Animal Crossing through like my software I had on there, like so I could like the capture card and all.
Yeah,
Um, but when I turned on my camera,
it
apparently
was the gameplay.
I misclicked and
Oh
the gameplay
no!
was being shown. The teacher didn't see it, thankfully, but all my friends did, and they texted me and said, "Turn that! Like, what are you doing? Like, you're wrong screen." I'm like, so obviously the teacher did not see it, but literally for like a split second, you could see me running around on
Animal
on
Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I'm like,
awesome.
yeah. So I just thought it was so funny. I was like, holy shit.
Oh,
Oh,
good times. No, I
oh
think there
man.
was one time in which I was answering a question from a teacher and I forgot to mute my TV and all you could hear was me answering the question and on the
like,
background.
what was that, Daniel? I'm like, oh, nothing.
Nothing. Good. Uh, the other games that are coming during the first 3 months of this year is also Mario Tennis Fever. Couldn't care less of Mario Tennis. Uh, ever since what they did with Strikers and with Mario
Dude,
Golf,
they ruined Mario
that
Sports for me, man.
yeah, Mario Sports are not it. Like
Nope.
I haven't played a Mario Sports game since the Wii, and I'm good. I don't want to
Yep.
play
I
more.
hope they don't. I hope they don't touch Super Sluggers at this point because they're gonna ruin it.
Oh no, please don't. We
Mm.
also have the Virtual Boy for the NSO.
Uh,
However, I think you need the visor in order to be able to play the games. I don't think you're going to be able to play them just on the TV.
yeah, you need to have
You
something.
need to have it, and it's what was it? $100 if you want the normal one, like the official one, and like 40 for cardboard or something like that.
Yeah, the fucking Labo type thing,
Yeah,
whatever. Hell
yeah,
no, get that out of
you
there,
can
bro.
forget about it. You can
We're leaving
forget
Labo
about
in the
it.
past.
Not getting it.
Nope.
And finally, for these first 3 months, we also have Pokemon Pokopia, which is like a Minecraft Dragon Quest builder styled game,
Mm-hmm.
which looks interesting, but it is the first official Nintendo game that is going to be a Nintendo game key card.
The key card. Yep. I remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
I think, oh, key card or not, I don't think I'll pick it up. Either way,
Yeah.
listen, I love Pokemon, but that doesn't mean I love all the Pokemon spin-offs.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it is.
So thankfully, it's just a spin-off, and I mean, if you want to get it, if you're listening and want to get it,
Go right ahead.
go ahead. But it's a game key card, just so you know. You don't actually have the game on the cartridge, and that pretty much means the game is trash. Anyways,
Cool.
moving on. We have the games that are going to be releasing during April, May, and June, and we have 3 games. Well, 2 games and one Nintendo Switch 2 edition. We have the new Yoshi's game that looks fantastic, visual wise. Like
Yes.
the graphics look amazing, but it's like baby's first video game. It's really just made for toddlers. It's not a game that you and I are actually going to enjoy.
No,
So
and I think because of how many different styles Yoshi's had in the last couple of years, like with Crafted World and
yeah,
Woolly World and like whatever, like I get it. Like Yoshi games are like depending if you go all the way back to like Yoshi's Story and even like Yoshi's Island, like I get it. Like the style of the game, like it makes sense for Yoshi, but like it's just not for me. And like that's okay.
yeah,
I'm not gonna like bash it and say no one should play it. There's a dedicated audience for it. I'm just not a part of it.
yeah. We're not part of it. Like maybe one day when I have sons and daughters, I'll buy it and play with my kids. But that's
Mm-hmm.
like in a long time. So yeah,
Long time
way in
ago.
the future, way in the
Mm-hmm.
future. Maybe if I find it for like I don't know $10, then I will.
There you
But
go, $10.
when are you going to find a Nintendo game for $10?
Oh,
Uh,
never. Yeah, you want to pick it up?
and we also have Tomodachi Life. Now this one I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm not.
You're not excited?
No, I'm not. I'm sorry, man. It just reminds me too much of
No,
Animal Crossing.
nah, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, I'm
But
excited.
I loved the 3DS game. Don't get me wrong. But
I haven't played it. That's why I'm excited.
oh, really? Okay, yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Just not, I'm not really intrigued by
Mm.
it.
No, that's fine. Completely fine.
Mm-hmm.
Understandable. We also have the new game Pokemon Champions coming out during well no sorry. Before going to Pokemon Champions, the Nintendo Switch 2 edition is Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
Hmm. I
I
don't.
couldn't
I
care
think they're
less
free. It should be free.
for it should be free and these are just mini games. Like
Yep.
you're
It's just
paying
Mario Party.
it's just Mario Party lame Mario Party because
Yeah,
Mario Party is good
lame.
at being Mario
It's
Party.
not even a party. It's just a stupid ass meeting. It's Mario meeting.
Yeah, Mario meeting or Mario at the principal's office or
Yeah,
yeah.
Mario.
So
Yeah.
yeah, like it's if you want to a good Mario Party game, get Mario Party, or if you want to have this type of mini games that you can play with friends, get Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe. You have
Yes.
very similar style games, just with a Kirby face on it, and you can play it with friends. That's actually a really good mini
Mm-hmm.
game compilation on Magalore's Island or Magalore's Carnival.
Magaland or Magalore
Magaland.
Land.
Yeah,
Magaland. Yeah.
Magoland. Yeah. Like
Magoland.
that
Not Magaland. Magoland.
Magoland. Yeah, we don't talk
Yeah.
about Maga.
Not that one. No, no, no.
Not that one. But yeah. So not worth getting the upgrade unless
Mm-hmm.
there is a physical releasing. You have never played the
Yep.
game. We also have Pokemon Champions
Looks cool.
on
I think.
2026.
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, that's for. It's a battle centric game. Like it's not like you really build your teams and it's just full on for the competitive Pokemon players, which I think is cool. I don't know if I'm gonna get it just because I'm not really because Pokemon battles are crazy, especially like when they do like the championships, like the actual like esport
Yeah.
of Pokemon battles. There's just
Mhm.
so much that goes into it. Like you lose me on that point. So
Yeah, it's
it's
too
cool.
much,
It's
too
cool to see.
complicated.
Yeah, I don't think I could
Yeah,
be that truly locked in
yeah.
for that. I just
And
like
I
catching them
haven't,
all.
yeah, exactly. And I haven't played any game, so
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
like it's just for a very specific part of the Pokemon fandom. So good for them. Good for
Mm-hmm.
them. Then we also have Rhythm Heaven Group. I'm excited.
Mm.
I'm excited for Rhythm Heaven.
This one, yeah. This is the
I've
one.
been dying for a Rhythm Heaven game. So having this one is really interesting. We haven't seen much. We don't know
Mm-hmm.
when exactly it's coming out. We know it's 2026. We don't know when, but I'm excited.
I
really
will pick
excited.
it up. I will get
Yeah.
it day one.
I don't know if day one.
If it's now here's the thing though, what's the price? Because if we're saying $70,
Ooh, this is a $40 game, maybe 50 at
maybe 50.
most. But if they
But
go 70, I don't know. I don't know.
mm-hmm. This is the
Maybe second
problem, man.
hand on
We're
Japan
here,
if
yeah.
it releases before I go to Japan. I don't
There you
know.
go.
And the final game that I want to talk about that comes out this year that I know you're going to be picking day one, Splatoon Raiders. The first ever single player Splatoon game with a campaign and stuff like that. I mean, one of my favorite parts of these Splatoon games is the single player campaign, but this is an entire game dedicated to that. We still don't know much, only that it is coming.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I agreed because I mean I know you and Cisco, and even a few other people like they really enjoy the single player part of Splatoon,
Yeah.
and like I'll be honest too, like if you, I mean I'm not trying to say if you're not good at the game, but like if you like missed out on a lot of the Splatfest and a lot of stuff that goes on, or if you're not like a big fan of just like online gaming, like either way, or like online shooter games, like I totally get it. But like that's Splatoon's big allure, but I would argue the single player is just as, if not even maybe a little bit more important, or at least memorable than the actual online battles because there's so much time and care put into those like those modes, the levels, the overall environments are so weird. The
Yes.
lore, like the Splatoon lore, is
The Splatoon lore
one.
is
It's
crazy.
crazy. And you know, as far as we know, it's gonna happen. Like Splatoon is
Mm-hmm.
literally going to happen in the future at some point because of whatever
Mm-hmm.
happens to the world. So like it's just like crazy to see it. But yeah, the idea that we're getting the spinoff is a single player game. Very
Mm-hmm.
excited. Yeah, like you said, we really don't know much about it, but it's cool.
I'm excited. I'm really,
Splatoon,
really
man.
excited.
You
It's
can't
Splatoon.
hate it. Splatoon's awesome.
And did you know that the Splatoon series turns what? I think 12 this year.
Yeah, it's already turned 10 last year. Oh, oh, that's
Oh, it's
crazy,
crazy.
man.
Oh yeah, 11 this year.
Yeah,
You're right.
because I remember, so quick little story. I remember my mom got it for me as a reward for getting really good grades that year
Mm-hmm.
in school. I got in the car one day and it was right there, and I was just like, oh, because I played the demo, and I was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I have it, let's go. So I played on the Wii U, got on Switch 2, obviously, has Splatoon 3, everything. Most of the stuff in here is Splatoon related. You can see some of the amiibo here, my Splatoon amiibo. So yeah,
Really nice.
favorite
Really,
game.
really nice. And yeah, that pretty much covers everything. Wow.
We did it.
Appreciate it. We did it.
You did it.
Woo!
Let's go.
Fun fact, this video was supposed to release this podcast on the last day of the year, but some family matters were at hand, had to cancel on an emergency. Sorry for moving the schedule around and postponing it for a week. Really sorry. But I'm glad we could make this video. I'm
Yeah.
really, really
Oh
glad.
yeah, man.
So
Super excited to
thank you,
talk about it.
Mr. Sky. It was a pleasure having you on the first podcast episode of 2026. And this is actually the sixth episode. So the first episode of 2026 is the sixth
It's a
episode.
6th episode.
And next week we're going to have the seventh. So we're going 6 and 7. Really
Hey, let's go.
good. Is there anything you want to add before we end
Ooh.
the podcast off?
I mean, if anything, like from what you've heard, you know at the end of the day that we are big fans of Nintendo. We are big fans of gaming. As you can tell, if you're watching this podcast, you can tell based on these backgrounds that our childhood was very important to us. But the fact that there's just so much that Nintendo and just gaming and just overall like the way that like we've been so invested in media and just the idea of like what is out there and what like really we find really important, that type of stuff. Like I just know that like everyone has their own different tastes of it, but it's cool to see like just how much how passionate they are about things. So obviously it's a great example of like we are very passionate about the stuff we have and the games that we love. And we're excited, obviously, like we have Switch 2s. We're very excited to see what the future of Nintendo and gaming has to hold. um
E-
and
Especially
yeah.
with all the anniversaries coming up.
Oh my God, yeah. This is a huge year for anniversaries. I mean, I'm sure you can talk about that at some point later on.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of anniversaries this year. Lots of like insane releases potentially coming. But I mean, for me at least, I want to say thank you once again for having me on. I really do appreciate it. Love talking games with you. True honor. And
Oh,
you can find
this
me
was fun.
KnightSky, like in the descriptions, links in the description.
Everything is going to be in
Twitch.
the description.
Yep.
Please follow Mr. Sky. He is an amazing friend, an amazing content creator, even though he doesn't upload videos as often.
I will.
All
We'll
his
change
live
that. We're gonna
streams,
change that this year.
all his live streams are amazing. And before finishing off, uh, besides thanking you, I also want to mention all the anniversaries that are happening during
Go
this
right
year.
ahead.
I
Yeah.
did a short about it, but I want to mention it here. We are getting Zelda's 40th, Metroid's 40th, Dragon Quest 40th, Kid Icarus 40th, Castlevania 40th, Sonic 35th anniversary, Persona 30th, Pokemon 30th, Animal Crossing 25th, Luigi's Mansion 25th, and Pikmin 25th.
Wow.
It's a crazy, crazy year.
All that before GTA 6.
Oh, that literally. No, literally.
True.
And also the Mario Galaxy movie. So we're reading good.
Very
we're
soon.
reading good.
Maybe FNAF 3?
Maybe FNAF 3.
FNAF 3 maybe.
Okay. Anyways, horror. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, be sure to check out Mr. Sky on the description down below. Thank you everyone so much for listening and for watching. My name is DAGG, and I'll catch you on the next episode of the DAGG Podcast. See ya. Bye.
Peace.